everyone, I'm Rachel.
And I'm David.
Join us for a tour of the Valiant Lady.
Let's go! The Valiant Lady first set sail in 2022 and has a capacity of 2,700 passengers spread over 17 decks. We sailed on this beautiful ship through the Caribbean and are going to take you on a deck-by-deck walkthrough of every public space, starting from the top.
In the aft of the top deck 17 is the Crow's Nest outdoor yoga space, which also sometimes hosts dance classes. Surrounding it is the runway jogging track, which I especially loved. It has actual lane markings for sprint distances and even direction arrows. It's also a great place to snap a shot of the iconic Virgin logo.
Just below on deck 16 is the athletic club and bar. There's tons of lounging space, and the bar shows live sports on several TVs. This is where you'll find the red mesh net that you can sprawl across above the ocean, and a full-sized enclosed court for basketball and pickleball.
One side of deck 16 is lined with paid cabanas. Virgin charges $500 for a large cabana and $350 for a small, both with food and drink credits included. On the other side is the adult playground and training camp, complete with a seesaw, swings, and a boxing ring. The open-air Sun Club deck is lined with chairs and bar stools, and the Sun Club cafe up front serves poke bowls, bao buns, and chips and dip. There's also a smoking area tucked into the open deck and Richard's Rooftop, the private lounge for suite guests.
Deck 15 is the Valiant Lady's version of a Lido deck. There are a few staterooms up front separated from the public spaces by the Scene event venue and the Tune-Up Mani-Pedi Salon, which is separated from the main spa.
The Aquatic Club pool is a large, shallow oval, great for lounging but not so much for swimming. It's surrounded by loungers, daybeds, and shaded benches. Right beside it is the Aquatic Club bar serving frozen drinks and cocktails, and on the opposite side is the Gym and Tonic bar, which serves the smaller well-being pool. The circular pool has built-in seating inside, 2 hot tubs nearby, more loungers, and some outdoor fitness equipment, including a large rain-style shower. Inside are the 2 main gym spaces. One side houses Burn and Bike, which includes cardio machines overlooking both the pool and the ocean. On the other side is Build and Balance, a weight and resistance space with the same amazing views. Both gyms have towels, lockers, and water stations, and honestly more gear than I've ever seen at sea.
While the center of Deck 15 is dedicated to relaxing and fitness, the back half is all about the food. The galley is Virgin's twist on a buffet, but more of a food hall setup. There are 10 different stalls including tacos, sushis, burgers, all-day breakfast, and a rotating dessert counter.
Everything is made to order and included in your fare. You can walk up to a counter or sit down and have a server come to you. Hours vary per stall, but there's always something available, plus plenty of grab-and-go options for late nights. You'll also find coffee, tea, soda, and juices here, all included. After the galley is a gorgeous outdoor seating area for al fresco dining. And on the opposite side is Gunbai, a lively Korean barbecue spot where food is cooked right at your table. You'll likely be seated with other parties if you have fewer than 8 people, and be prepared to play some drinking games. Decks 8 through 14 are all staterooms. We love the vibrant colors and decor in the staircase and elevator lobbies as we work our way down to the lower decks.
Deck 7 starts with the dockhouse at the aft. It's a quiet, Mediterranean-style indoor and outdoor lounge with daybeds and small plates served from a cart. The indoor dockhouse sometimes hosts events and is right next to the Juicy Juice Bar.
The Social Club diner and bar is nearby, offering hot dogs, floats, cake pops, candy, and more. There are also board games, darts, shuffleboard, and sports on TV. It does get pretty loud during trivia, though.
Next door is the arcade, packed with retro games like Street Fighter II, Daytona USA, and NBA Jam, all free to play.
On the other side of the Social Club is Loose Cannon, a nautical-themed bar that acts as overflow seating during events. One great feature about the Valiant Lady is that decks 6 and 7 both have plentiful seating areas scattered throughout as you make your way towards the roundabout.
The pizza place serves made-to-order personal pizzas until 2 a.m. The wait can hit 30 minutes at busy times, but they'll give you a pager to notify you when it's done. There's plenty of indoor and outdoor seating while you wait.
The Grounds Coffee Club, whose smaller sister shop is in the galley, has included pastries and treats, plus specialty coffees and teas for purchase. At the heart of Deck 7 is the roundabout, the ship's main hub. It hosts dancing and entertainment during Scarlet Night and has lots of seating for relaxing or people watching around its beautiful spiral staircase.
The Shore Things desk is where you can speak to a crew member about shore excursions. We recommend using the app to book instead since it's super easy. Next door is the Future Voyage desk to help you plan your next Virgin trip.
Voyage Vinyl is a fun little record shop with listening stations and a cool selection of albums at reasonable prices. The Drought House is a beer forward bar just off the roundabout, though they do offer other beverages as well. Lick Me Till I Scream serves classic and fun ice cream flavors like strawberry malt, key lime pie, and green machine in cups or cones. Sip Champagne Lounge is plush and glamorous, with over the top champagne bottle displays and comfy seating. This is also where they host afternoon tea on some sea days for an added cost. The Groupie houses several private karaoke rooms of various sizes. A sign up sheet is posted every morning, and rooms are first come, first serve. It's completely unchaperoned and very fun. Up front on Deck 7 and down into Deck 6 is the Red Room, the ship's modular theater. It changes shape depending on the show. No traditional Broadway shows here. Think edgy, interactive, and a little weird in the best way.
Just outside of the Red Room on Deck 6 is the Den, the ship's high limit casino. It's non smoking and has a few table games and slots. The adjacent smoking lounge called the Cage has slot machines and places to sit with beautiful ocean views. The main casino is smoke free and has table games, slots, and its own bar. It's a solid selection of gaming, but the chairs are kind of awful. Make sure you tap your band before playing to earn rewards towards future cruises.
In the center of the casino is a mirrored hallway that leads to the Manor, a 2-story nightclub with disco balls, its own bar, and a dance floor. It hosts themed parties, smaller shows, and workout classes.
Just outside of the casino, the lower level of the roundabout has its own bar and small stage for magic shows and music. Nearby are the Dry Dock Salon and Stubble and Groom for all of your hair care needs.
Right next door is Squid Ink, the ship's tattoo studio. But if you're looking for a souvenir that's slightly less permanent, we recommend checking out High Street. The High Street shopping district has tons of variety, including unique Virgin merchandise, watches, clothes, fine jewelry, and even a sundries shop. At the end of High Street is Extra Virgin, the ship's Italian restaurant. The bread and fresh pasta are fantastic, and I always recommend the tableside affogato if you're a coffee lover.
On the opposite side of Deck 6 is the Test Kitchen, a science lab themed restaurant that serves creative multi course menus and fun cocktails. All restaurants are included on Virgin, so you don't need to be afraid of trying something new.
At the very back of Deck 6 is the entrance to the Wake, the ship's steakhouse. You'll descend a beautiful staircase to Deck 5, where you'll enjoy rich dishes and sweeping wake views.
Deck 5 houses the final two restaurants on the Valiant Lady. Pink Agave is Virgin's upscale Mexican restaurant and our favorite meal of the cruise. Every dish had bright, bold flavors.
Razzle Dazzle is a veggie forward diner with whimsical decor. There are meat options too, but their standout is brunch. Also midship is the Sailor Services desk, where you can get help from the crew or pick up a printed daily schedule.
And finally, at the aft of Deck 5 is the Redemption Spa. You can buy partial, full day, or voyage long passes to the thermal suites. You can also book individual services like massages, facials, or salon treatments.
The Valiant Lady is full of vibrant, playful spaces to eat, relax, and enjoy time with your favorite people. And now that we've taken you through the ship, let's talk about our experience on board.
Thanks everyone for joining us on our tour of the Valiant Lady. This ship is still very new and it feels it. It is so bright, the colors are so vibrant, and each space has its own unique design. It's definitely not a traditional cruise ship experience. A lot of the common spaces have very low ceilings, and so it does feel kind of cramped, just the height of it when you're walking around, but at the same time, it's never crowded.
Yeah, there's not that many people on board.
Yeah.
It feels like the capacity for the way the ship was designed is basically perfect.
Yeah, there's so much lounging space on this ship. There's the most seats of any ship we've ever been on. And they're all different and they're all unique. You have like loungers, or you have like full kind of couches that you can lay on. And There's just lots of different communal spaces, and there's some fancier ones, there's some less formal ones. So it's a really nice ship, I think, to have a group on. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, it's just the two of us, but I think if we had a group of people, there'd be plenty of spaces to go and hang out and play games or
Yeah.
just chill for a while.
I think that's really cool. They have like quality games or like more advanced games like Settlers of Catan and stuff like that. It's a really cool addition to an already really hip ship. So I just think
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah, overall, this ship is just, it's such a different experience, but it's a wonderful one. We've really enjoyed it. The food has been amazing with Virgin. All of the dining is included, except for some little tiny bites here or there that you pay a little extra for, and you don't have a traditional main dining room. So you're kind of going around to different restaurants every night, kind of like you would if you were at home and just going out to eat every night. So it's been really cool trying all the different food, and even the galley, which is their version of the buffet, it's not super crowded. Even we went at lunchtime on a sea day. We went at breakfast this morning as we got into a port, and you're always able to find a table, and the waiters are super fast. It's just been a really nice ship.
Yeah, and speaking of the waiters, just like the service in general,
Yeah.
everyone's been so sweet and so kind.
And happy.
Yeah,
Like
they
they
have the
seem like
biggest
they're
smiles on their faces. It's awesome.
genuinely enjoying themselves working here, which has been really, really nice. And everybody's kind of dressed less formal than some of the other cruise lines we've cruised, and it just seems more of like a friendly vibe here.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I think that kind of thing goes a long way. So, major props to Virgin on that sense.
All the entertainment on board has been great. Like they have their own a cappella group, which is they're phenomenal. They don't have a traditional cruise director staff. They have the happenings cast. So they each kind of specialize in their own area, and you can just go to like a nightclub, or you can go see a traditional show, or you can go play trivia or weird random games just all around the ship.
Another thing I really love about this ship, I feel like it's super easy to find a place for a drink or for a small snack or a bite to eat. It's all over the place, and none of them seem like ridiculously crowded. Like the thing, every time we walk by it, there's one or two people maybe in line. It's like they're kicking it out so quick, and they're having fun, and they're doing like a really good job with that kind of stuff. So.
One other thing is the amount of shopping on board is kind of ridiculous. Like, it's a huge variety as well. So you have High Street, which has tons of different kinds of shops, and you can go from an essential shop that has the most essentials I have ever seen on a cruise line. Like, lots of different variety in things, which is really, really great. But also then your high-end clothing and earrings and jewelry and perfume, and then you have like a lower end as well. So just the amount of shopping that you can do on board, no matter your budget, is really, really great.
Yeah, and I will say this is my favorite cruise line merchandise store. I think the Virgin aesthetic is just so cool and vibrant and beautiful, and their designers like really killed it on
Yeah.
their merchandise. And their store's a good size in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's not huge, but you don't really need a massive,
Yeah.
footprint for what they're trying to sell. I just think it's awesome.
One slightly, not great thing is that there are pools on board. There are two of them, but they're pretty small. We were on a sea day yesterday and we were in the Caribbean. It's warm. There was literally not one, lounge chair open, and it was very loud. There was a DJ going, and like every spot in the pool was taken.
Yeah.
Both pools were taken. And same with the hot tubs. Just like every space in the water is taken pretty much at all times when you're not in port. They just don't have enough space on the open decks in the pools for the type of climate we're cruising through.
Yeah, and I've heard other people kind of mention this on board. Even a lot of people were very, very upset with the pool situation.
Yeah, if your objective is to come on the cruise ship and just hang out by the pool all day, every day, you're going to have a hard time. And even if you get up early and find a spot, you're going to have a lot of people around you at all times. You're not always going to be able to find a spot in the pool.
But overall, the pool situation, it's going to take some planning.
Yeah, and that's the only part of the whole ship that I felt looked crowded or was crowded at any point.
And it's not relevant to us, so we've been okay. And just one more thing I wanted to point out was, we're fairly big gamblers. We like to spend some time gambling. And the seats in the casino are like legitimately horrible.
They're bad.
I have no idea what they were doing with those, but it's not uncommon for me to like end up standing when we're at a machine for longer than 10 or 15 minutes. All of them are at the highest capacity, and I'm bumping my knees on the panel for the slot machine. It's crazy.
They're hard to move as well, so they're hard to move back. And even I have very short legs, and I'm bumping my knees. I think just traditionally, when you're in a casino, they want you to stay longer. They want you to gamble more money, so the chairs are usually pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
But these are they're very like stool-like.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it. It is so weird. And we hear other people complaining about it too.
Yes.
I think the cruise line as a whole is incredible, and this is insane to me how uncomfortable those seats are. It's wild.
But having a non-smoking casino on this ship and all Virgin ships is a wonderful thing. So we're just kind of nitpicking here. It's just something to keep in mind. If you are a gambler, the chair's not that great.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. But overall, the ship is beautiful. We've really enjoyed our time on it. And from what I hear, other Virgin ships are kind of the similar type thing. So definitely recommend giving it a try and just seeing what you think of it yourself.
I really think they're doing a lot of things right. So overall, obviously the ship is just absolutely gorgeous. I think it is so sleek. I love looking at this ship. I've seen multiple people stop and look at the model, the huge model they built of the ship. It's just stunning, and I really can't say enough nice things about the way it looks. It's just gorgeous.
Yes, and I think it was designed very well. It was designed for adults, by adults, but still to have a good amount of play built in and just new things to discover all over. So we've really, really enjoyed our time on it and would love to know, have you sailed on Virgin? Have you been on the Valiant Lady? Or do you have any questions that we might not have answered? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
And if you enjoy this video and want to see more travel content from us, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. But for now, I'm Rachel.
And I'm David.
And we hope this video helps you find the right direction for your next adventure. Bye!